Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video we are going to be revisiting my low-cost Betty build. This is something I've been cooking recently. I've made a couple videos on it before. It's a brand new version of Bello Betty where you run a bunch of one cost to just optimize your early game and apply a lot of pressure that way. And I've been tweaking the list like a fair bit since I made my last video, and I think I fixed a lot of the problems that the deck was having. So let's jump into the deck list and I'll talk about the actual changes that I made. So this here is the deck list we're running with. It's a little bit different from previous deck lists that I've done. Obviously, we're running Betty and Race Max, but one of the funky new cards we're running is this Koala. Somebody mentioned this in one of my comment sections, which I've always had the opinion, right, that this card is just not good because it's a 1k, right? Which means it cannot swing 5k even after boosting, which means it doesn't have value. But of course, you can attach the Rest of Dawn to itself and give it an additional 1000 to make it a 5k. So it's a pseudo 5k still. But obviously, it's like infinitely worse than any other card that is just a natural 5k like Betty and Race Max. But I think there's definitely an argument. Like the card you cut for this, right? Is this Charlotte Poire. I still can't pronounce this. But like, so basically, you have this, right? And this is a card with trigger that is just a 1 cost 2k with a 1k counter. But it has the trigger that you can play it and cycle a card. And this Koala is, if you want to look at it, also just a vanilla 1 cost 2k with a 1k counter. But the difference is it doesn't have trigger, and instead it's a Rave Army, so you can pitch it for leader effect. And I do believe that that outweighs what Poire does, and is going to be actually stronger in the deck. And the reason that is because now we're only running one non-rev Armo card, and that is going to be Usopp, which Usopp, of course, has a similar argument where it's a 1 cost 2k, but it's a 2k counter, and then the trigger does nothing, and then it's a vanilla, right? And so the only difference between this and this is that instead of having the trigger, it is a 2k counter, which I believe is more powerful than the trigger. So yeah, those are the like 1 costs we're dropping it with. Otherwise, it's a very standard core, but with a more trigger heavy build, right? We're running Koala and Kuma as our 2 costs, Morley, Ivankov, Karasu, and Lindbergh, and then we're also running the Miracle and the Hormone for additional triggers. Because if you go 1 cost, and then you trigger something, then you basically win the game, right? So just this is what the deck is, and then we have to talk about the elephant in the room, of course, which is these 2 copies of Dragon, which I hate Dragon. If you've watched any of my videos, I think I have like 2 or maybe even 3 videos of me just hating on this card in Bello Betty, because I don't think the card is good, all right? In Bello Betty, Rush Inazuma is just infinitely better 99% of the times. But in this particular build of playing a bunch of 1 cost, runs out of steam a lot faster than a normal Bello Betty build does. So what happens, right, is that your opponent cannot, if they are able to keep up and not die, they will be able to wipe your board very easily, and then you're stuck with no resources in hand, no resources on board, and you are missing that little bit extra to just push over and finish the game. And I think Dragon fits perfectly in that spot where it's like he can push on his own. He doesn't require anyone. And that's why we play 2 cups of Dragon. This could generally, I need to play this a little bit, but I can see this going up to 3, maybe even 4 copies. I think Dragon fits perfectly in this deck as is right now. But obviously, I have to do some more playtesting to see how good the actual card is in the deck, and if we are able to see it enough with only 2 copies, or if we need to put in more copies. But this is the deck list we're running with. Let's jump into some ranked games and actually show off how good the deck can be. All right, we're going up against another Betty here. I'm going to take second. Oh, wow. Well, I'm keeping this shit. This is This is looking really good here. We should, as long as we can. I mean, obviously, this looks like just a normal Betty game, but we are still super trigger heavy, right? Yeah. Well, there's that. Okay. I grab a second Ivankov here ever. Yeah, I think I do. Because it's enough that we trigger once here, and we are in a really good spot. If we trigger here, I think we just guaranteed win on 6. I'm gonna go Inazuma. Fine. Doesn't get rush. He's gonna boost, which is a misplay. I'm gonna take both these hits because if I trigger once, I just win. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. He might be able to kill me on 5 here, if I'm being honest. We have 2-2Ks in hand at least, so maybe not. But this here is obviously gonna be boost with the max. Oh, I should have boosted with Miracle actually, probably. Cheat out the Karasu. A Inazuma here would go so hard. But we don't have Inazuma, so no can do. I'm thinking actually swing into this Betty here. Counter this 5 here. That's the question. Probably should, honestly. Wow, he takes all. I probably shouldn't even swing with this then. I'm pretty sure I can live. I have good cards here. And then we'll play this, so that in case he plays a blocker, we can easily get through that, even if he tries to deal with board here. That's the scary thing about swinging into Betty, right? Is that if they trigger things like Hormone, right, they just insta-win. Luckily, he didn't trigger, but I don't think it would have mattered. I think I just have enough counter in hand, right? Yeah, I mean, we just had the nuts. But yeah, this deck is way more likely to get nuts like this than his deck is. Like, he plays things like Zeus. Of course, you don't trigger if you play things like Zeus. GG's. Very fast game. All right, we're up against Pudding here. I mean, this is just a favored matchup, huh? Wonder if it's more favored with this build than it is with a standard build. Oh, this hand is so hard to keep. I think I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, I should probably have kept the other hand. It was the double one cost is really good, right? But okay, we go double one cost anyways. That's the problem with the other hand, was that the one costs were bad, right? You really want to start with a Betty Searcher still, otherwise you lose too much hand. And we didn't have a 4-cost Ivankov or anything. What's good about the Pudding matchup is that they're forced to swing if they want to ramp, so they can't starve you in any way. Which means if I just trigger here, I'm in a good position. I didn't. That's fine. Going Betty here is actually pretty good. So let's do that. Let's go into Ivankov. And then we'll swing. Then we'll do this, this, this. And we'll establish the Morley as well. And then next turn is going to be... oh, he swings again. I'll take... Really? No trigger still? Oh, wow. That's a bad trigger for us. Okay, well, this makes things a lot more difficult here. What I think I do is I think I swing 5 with Morley. But he's probably just going to counter this. I kind of want to Puma the pudding here. Yeah, you know what? It's like this. This is the route for sure. That is just 5s all around. Okay, he takes. For the Karasu. Nice, 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 nice. I don't care about that at all. And now we just 2k farming here. Could have also gone like the 4 and 6 route. But I don't dislike the 2k farms there. But he did have a lot of 2ks. What did he have? 3 2ks? Yeah. I guess I should have technically played the Karasu before swinging with the Morley. But I didn't really see that line. And that's my mistake. I was thinking of playing Ivankov and doing like Ivankov Karasu. But I think this was the most optimal line. I just needed to... play the Karasu earlier. And it would have been optimal, I think. But he's still in a weird spot here. He's 10 down though. Holy shit. Holy ramp. Yeah, pudding goes crazy going first. But I think even with a 10 mom here, we're in a spot where we can kind of seal the deal. He has so... Okay, it's not a 10 mom. 9 mom would probably help him. Katakuri's not going to do it. Oh, wow, that's nice. Okay. I like that, dude. I really like that. Okay, well, fair. Now we're in a weird spot. We're in a really weird spot here. We'll find a dragon, though. It might be enough. Probably not, though. But, yeah, I think we'll do dragon here. Thing is, I could do another turn of setup, but it's so risky. Is it, though? Is it really risky, though? What can he realistically do? Keeps the pudding, right? So he can go... he needs 7 Dawn to make these 7s. So he can go like 7, 8, 9. Which I will be fine with if I just play out Ivankov and Lindbergh. But then I don't boost. Yeah, sure. Let's check in with the 5, because I think I always swing the 5 here. Because the 2 routes is not the 5. And then we just do like this. And I guess hope that we have the math, right? I think we do. It's going to be 9 cost Lin. That's fine, I think. Because he has 3. We will have 4 swings with the dragon. We will be able to finish. He only has 1 card in hand. Yes, he does have 1 active Dom, but that shouldn't really that deep. We'll just take both these hits in hopes that we can trigger. There we go, and that should seal the deal. The deal was already sealed. Let's be honest, because he has only 1 card in hand. Let's go like this. We'll start with a 6. He doesn't have a 2k. He's used way too many 2ks already. And if he does have a 2k, then we can go 5. Because you know he has a 1k here. The next swing can be an 8 and still be fine. I think we have damn near perfect lethal. Even with this 6. Maybe this should never be a 6. Maybe this should always be either 5 or 7. Go 8, actually. Let's go another 8. I think I have perfect, right? Yeah, I mean, I would have either way. It's because it's 8, 9. 2 down on here, and then this, and then it's 8, 9. 8 would have been 2 cards, and then 9 can't finish it. Yeah, we had perfect lethal. Nice. All right. GG's. All right, blue purple. Let's see. We'll go second. I'll keep this hand. Not the best one cost that we have in the deck, but they are one costs. So let's just go Usopp Koala. Pass. Playing just this Koala here is not that bad either because it's a 3k body. So it hits Luffy, which is really good. What I'm really looking for right now is a Karasu. We did not find a Karasu. Which means this turn becomes a lot more awkward. I think we just go like this, and then we'll just put this on here and give him a 6. Like if that's Karasu, we go 5, 5, 5, which is insane. But no Karasu. Problem with this matchup and this build being that this build actually struggles more into UP because the starving is a lot rougher on this build than it is on a standard Betty build, since we don't have access to 5 cost Ivankov or 6 cost Koala in this build. Well, I think this is pretty straightforward turn here. The question is just, do I want to swing with everything, which I think I do. Let's see, so I can boost here, 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 attach to here, cheat out, pop. Yeah, I think that's the play. Don't necessarily care about establishing the... No, it's like this. Yeah, it's boost here, do this, go 7, pop, 6, 6, 7, 8, I guess. It's a lot of early pressure here. Oh wait, Koala actually doesn't get the... I don't have any rest at dawn. Whatever. There's still a lot of pressure. Is he really going down to 0? Wow, okay. Holy brick, dude. Well, good luck with that. Yep. That's, I mean, what can he do, right? Wow, we even had the both triggers here early as well. Yeah, there's not much you can do against a start like that. Not that the start was even that crazy. I mean, like I said, I was missing Karasu, but he was just bricked, which this deck is like famous for bricking, right? Karasu was at the top as well. Holy smokes. All right, black purple. I'll take second. Wow, I think I have to keep this. It's good enough. Black purple's interesting because they can become a 7k, right? Which this deck would struggle with. But I think since he's a 4 life, we can actually just wrap it up before he gets that chance. Because he doesn't really do that until he's like fourth turn, right? Oh wow, that's a perfect top deck. How nice. I'll grab Lindbergh here because we don't have anything good to cheat out of the Ivankov. And him seeing Law Hair is also really annoying because it means he has something to swing into my board with. But it's not the worst thing in the world, especially if I can trigger here, then we're in a really good spot anyways. It'll be Robin. Good, I mean, it's the best one, right, for us, because then he's wasting a 2k. He's going to go 7k at my lead. I'm going to take. There's the trigger, Ivankov. The reason to play 8 copies of these triggers, right? You can play both Hormone and Miracle, and then it just kind of happens a lot that you have it in your first life, which is really powerful. Literally how you win games. Well, yeah, I think this is it's a pretty straightforward turn here. It's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. It was not a straightforward turn. I kind of choked it, but yeah, whatever. Fine. Could have attached on here as well to make instead of playing a thing, but I think this is fine. He basically needs to have 3 2Ks, and he already had a 2K, so I think it's likely he has 1 more 2K in here, maybe 2. He does not have 3, which means he's going down to 2, which means we're pressuring pretty hard next turn. But I don't think he has 2 2Ks. I think he only has the 1. He had to double 1k. Nice. Okay, well, him double 1k is almost even better. Yeah, I shouldn't have pitched the Lindbergh there. I messed up my sequencing. That's a good card at least to get or to have. 1 Dawn KO a 6k. Sounds pretty good to me. I think I counter here. I just want to keep as much on my board as possible. No, I don't. What am I talking about? Be for real right now. But as you can see, we run low in hand really quickly, especially with triggers and dropping like 1 costs. But that's when Dragon becomes really clutch to have in hand like this. Yeah, this should have been a Lindbergh, dude. This should not have been Ivankov. Go 9 at the Ivankov. That's fine. Yeah, this is so fine. I think we're actually gonna just go like this. And since he shouldn't have much 2Ks, he becomes in a really awkward spot with this, having to use whatever Dawn this is probably to defend the attack. Should probably have been 8 and 8, honestly. You know what? I'll make it a 7-7. I think if he counters here, I make it another 7. If he takes, I make it a 9. Because I'm forcing him to have answers. And he's going to 8 next turn, so can't really do that much. He's thinking hard here. Means he probably has like 3. Yeah, okay. I go like this. I'm pretty sure that means he counters the 7 if I go 7 here. And yeah, then I have like the Morley, Koala, and the Dragon for next turn. Whoop. But I'm in a spot where I need to top deck into a Rev army to get full value out of the Dragon. But like he's in a spot here where he needs to deal with the Morley because of the unblockable. Which means he won't have the Dawn to like do BR Luffy. Yeah, I think he's just in a really bad spot here actually. He's gonna do BR Luffy. Oh, maybe he has another one of these. Oh, can this shit shut the fuck up? Oh, unused printers? What the fuck does that mean? Holy smokes. Right, so he's a 7k leader, but you need a blocker right now. Or not a blocker, you need to remove the Morley. Unless you have triple giant, I guess. Yeah, sure. Maybe it's just triple giant. But that's playing as if I don't have Dragon. Oh, really? You're gonna swing at life here? That's a ballsy move, dude. Wow. You're so lucky. So it's only ever 2 giants here. The thing is, I can live 1 more turn. So maybe I just put 8 Dawn on here and boost. What would that be? It's 8, 16k as a 7k leader. That means he needs 10k counter. And he can easily do that with 2 giants. But then he doesn't finish me. You know what? It's definitely Dragon. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and it's just going to be like this. See, does he use giant here? Show me giant. There's one. Which is a brick. Perfect. We'll go here. Another giant. This time the giant won't be enough though. Hey, this does have the 2k. Nice. Oh wait, I can swing into the Robin here. Should have done that first. Yeah. Misplay on my end, but don't know if he has it still. I had double 2k in hand. Okay, he definitely has it still. No, wait, he can resend that. Never mind. We're chilling. 7. Yeah, we'll take the 7. Fine, as long as it's not a brick. Hopefully he goes 5 here. Doesn't really matter. I think I have him, right? 5, 7. Yeah. We good. We good. We good, G. I could be good taking this one too, but then I would need a 1k from life, and I'm not taking that risk. Exactly. And we win these. Let's go. GG's, man. GG's. Dragon for the win. That's gotta be the first time Dragons won a game ever. GG's. Alright, that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe as well if you want to see more content like this. I'm gonna keep working on this list. I feel like there is something there, but it's not quite there yet. Like it needs the early aggro, but it doesn't quite have the mid-game potential that I feel like it should have, which is what Bello Betty normally has, right? With things like 5-cost Betty. So maybe there's just maybe 6-cost Koala would fit in this deck still. So maybe there's the space there where we can still go wide and do anti-starve techniques and draw cards. Maybe that's just what we need. But then like eventually we'll just go full circle and then we'll have built a normal Bello Betty deck again. But I think there's definitely potential here. I'm gonna keep working with it, and hopefully you enjoy the videos because there's probably gonna be more of them. But other than that, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.